She was hidden her whole life by the people who should have protected her. In a quiet neighborhood of Tampa, Florida in 2005, a neighbor looked up and noticed something strange. A pale, ghost-like face peeking from a cracked window of an old, decaying house. The face didn't move, didn't blink, just stared. The neighbor couldn't shake the feeling that something was deeply wrong. They finally called the police. That call would uncover one of the most horrifying cases of child neglect in U.S. history. When officers arrived at the scene, the house looked abandoned, windows blacked out, doors sealed, a rotten smell leaking into the street. Inside, the horror was unimaginable. Trash piled waist-high, broken furniture, and insects everywhere. Then they found her. In a small, dark room, lying on a moldy mattress, was a little girl. She was 6 years old, or at least that's what they thought. In truth, she was nearly 11. Her name? Danielle Crockett. But she would come to be known in headlines as the girl in the window. Danielle didn't speak. She didn't cry. She didn't even react. Doctors said she couldn't chew solid food. She didn't recognize basic objects or respond to people. It was as if she had lived her entire life in isolation. And she had. She had been trapped inside that room since infancy. No sunlight, no school, no love, just silence. Experts diagnosed her with environmental autism, not because she was born with it, but because of extreme emotional and physical neglect. Her mother, Michelle Crockett, showed no remorse. She claimed Danielle had always been like that. Authorities later found out Michelle kept Danielle hidden to avoid raising suspicion, possibly fearing the child would be taken away due to her condition. But what condition? Danielle wasn't born this way. She was made this way by years of abandonment, malnutrition, and emotional starvation. Michelle was arrested and charged with felony child neglect, but even prison couldn't undo what was already done. Then, a miracle. A loving couple, Bernie and Diane Lero, saw Danielle's story on the news, and something about her eyes, full of pain yet still human, moved them. They adopted her. It wasn't easy. Danielle didn't speak. She had no concept of family, love, or even how to hold a spoon. But day by day, the Lieros worked with her, teaching her, hugging her, showing her the world. She started making sounds, then gestures, and eventually smiles. It was slow, but it was progress. Real, human progress. Even years later, Danielle never fully recovered, but she found something new: safety, warmth, and people who cared. Her story became a symbol, not just of survival, but of what happens when society ignores the signs. Today, she lives in a care facility, visited regularly by her adoptive parents. She may never speak a full sentence, but she doesn't need to. Her presence alone tells a story of darkness and the light that still found her. She was locked away for 12 years, but it only took one glance from a stranger to finally set her free.